We live, baby.
We're live.
Guys, we're
My
back.
nose is in the
After a minute.
pop socket.
After a little hiatus.
A high what?
A hiatus.
What's a low atus?
A lowatus?
Hmm.
I can't say that word.
I guess you didn't. Yeah.
I'm
you didn't
white.
come up with it.
I'm white. I can't say that word.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Off to a good start.
Yes.
So
dude.
we're back from. You're back from Wisconsin.
I didn't go to Wisconsin.
Yeah, you went to do that thing that you had to do in Wisconsin.
The cheese thing?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't in Wisconsin. That was in South Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you did go somewhere.
I did go somewhere.
How and where? I mean, if you want to disclose your location.
I'll disclose my location because I'm not there anymore.
True, you're visiting. You
Yeah.
you want to leave little breadcrumbs for people.
Yeah, I want them to look for me.
They'd be like, oh.
Do you think, speaking
I
of
know
that,
he
do you
was
think there's
before.
at least one person in the world?
There's at least one person in the world.
There's
for
at least
sure.
one person in the world, most definitely. But do you think there's one person in the world that's looking for you?
Yeah.
Like,
and they're in Jakarta.
and and I'm saying, like, when I say looking for you, like, I mean, like, your picture on a cork board with red yarn.
There's gotta be.
There's got to be one person going, where
can
are
I? And
you?
honestly, if they tried really hard, they could find me.
I believe it.
But they won't.
I feel like I could find you if I had to. If I had to and I couldn't get a hold of you, I could find you.
I don't think you could.
You don't think so? You just said that you think somebody could find you.
Yeah, but not you. I don't know. I just don't feel like.
I just don't feel like you're capable of
yeah,
finding
I feel
me.
like I could elude you better than I could elude you.
Not if you don't know I'm looking for you. Jack will probably be like, "Hey, yo, bro, Nate looking for you."
Yeah, and then I'll
And
be
you'll
like,
go-
oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I gotta elude him.
Man, what were we talking about? What there was something. Oh yeah, where did you go? Where did you visit?
I went to Nacogdoches to visit a friend, and there's not a whole lot in Nacogdoches
Except being I mean, the name is pretty cool.
Nacogdoches, and then SFA. They got a bunch of big trees.
SFA.
SFA, Stephen F. Austin State University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, you went to see a guy?
you went to go see Stephen F. Austin?
F. Austin?
No, dude, it's just this little college town that a friend of mine goes to, and so I was like, "Hey, bro,"
Yeah, and you went and visited.
and I went and visited.
What
and
was your best experience there?
I don't know. We kind of just like hung out a whole lot, and it was just fun. Like we
That's
didn't really
always fun.
we didn't necessarily do a whole lot. We just kind of hung out. We did go to like a college improv show,
And
which I thought was gonna be so bad.
I mean, I always go in there, yeah, because like the best way to prepare for something like that is going in thinking it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
Because if it's bad, you can kind of shrug it off and laugh it off. But if it's
Yeah.
good, then
You're blown away.
Yeah, so it's like it's a win-win going in like that.
it was actually really good, but like there were like you could definitely, you know how like. So whenever they introduced all the improv people, I wasn't surprised by any of them. I was like, of course you do improv. I was like, oh yeah, I could tell from a mile away you do improv. It was, and there were also like some people that were like, I need to be funny all the time.
Oh, like while they're
Yeah, they were like, I need to be like the center of attention for
But
the
were there at
audience.
least but were there at least like some shining like diamonds in the rough?
Oh yeah, no, they were definitely, a lot of them were really good, and a lot of them like were able to like just, I guess, share the stage better. But there was just one girl that was driving me up a wall.
What did she do?
She was just like, she really just thought she was the bee's knees, the knees bees, and like no one was really a fan of her, and you could just tell in the audience.
Damn.
There was this game called Cut It Out where like 4 people did a scene, and then at the end you would like hiss, and the scene that got the most hiss would
That's
stop.
so like oddly quirky
Yeah,
to have the audience hiss.
exactly. And so her scene
Mm.
got cut the first, and I haven't felt better. Like just
Did anybody hiss?
everyone hissed. Like
Wait, does that mean that's like the one you want to cut?
that's
or
the
is
one
that...
you want. That's one you don't want to see anymore.
Okay. Oh my god.
And so like, and so they were like, all right, this scene, and everyone was just like, and they were like, all right, cool, and they didn't even check the other ones. They just like erased her name.
Oh my god.
It was brutal.
It was that bad.
Yeah, I loved it though. I lived for it.
How was Man, you're gonna end up just be the one talking this whole episode. But how was the stand-up act? I'm very curious to hear how that went.
It was a lot of fun. It was wacky. So this is the first time I've ever performed at this club,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a new club. It only opened like a month ago, and it's like super small. It's super small, but it's like really cool. So I got there super early because I typically get there early, and the owner had gotten there at the same time I did, and he like recognized me. He was like, "Oh, hey, Nate."
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and so he was like, "Hey, do you want to like come hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so like I walked in, and straight up the like seating, it was like the stage, maybe 25 chairs, and then a sectional, like a sectional couch.
Dang.
Like
Who's
it's
sitting on the sectional?
bro, bottle service. And
Drake, if he were to go to that club, would sit. That's his spot. The sectional.
exactly. But it straight up looked like someone's living room, and it was so cool.
That's kind of nice having that intimate space.
Yeah, but yeah, like we just like kind of talked. He has like a podcast studio that like people can rent out. It's like crazy cool. But anyways, I performed. It went well. The crowd was super light.
Light?
Like it was light, but they also weren't enthusiastic. Like it was just
Hmm.
like not the best crowd.
I always find it interesting, like how different things can land differently with different crowds.
Yeah.
So you really do kind of have to try your set around in different places just in case.
Yeah.
To me, even though it could lead to failure again, like if they didn't like a joke a second time,
Yeah.
well, that would tell you already, honestly, if a different crowd.
No, for sure.
So
But,
I feel like that's always interesting.
Because I was like confused. I was like, am I bombing? But like I didn't feel
Am I
like
bombing right now? Is that what's happening?
Is that what's happening? Am I not funny? But I was like, no, they're laughing. They're just not laughing like
Yeah,
loud. Like
yeah.
they're just like
Everybody enjoys comedy differently.
yeah.
And also like being in that kind of being with people you don't know also. You don't know what kind of people like, so just again, crowds like they could feed off of each other.
Yeah.
So
And then the
they
dude
could either have a really loud one where everybody feels comfortable saying it, or
yeah.
like remember when we went and I felt pretty comfortable talking,
yeah.
honestly, because just everybody wasn't really
Like super,
mad
yeah,
or-
no, for sure.
so I think
It
that's
was-
it's cool.
It was a good time. And the guy was like you need to come back because this wasn't a typical crowd. He was like, typically we pack this place out, but it was like
Oh,
a
wow.
super light crowd.
I like that he invited you back though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely be back there. But dude, something crazy that happened. So you saw that I
Something
posted
proper crazy.
something proper crazy.
Dude, I've
proper
noticed-
mental.
Okay, what is the correct way to use the proper term?
Um,
Because I was watching this British thing and they kept saying,
They
"Oh,
say it.
that's stuck proper, right?" And it's like normal.
well, that's proper. That's proper, right?
And I'm like,
Well,
it just-
are you driving proper now?
I don't know when I'd be able to say it.
I feel like if you did something like exponential, like
Yeah,
like let's say like
yeah,
you
like
and I-
bullseye or something.
yeah, like you and I went and did stand up, and like after your set I went, that was proper comedy.
I think
like, you
yeah,
hit
like
it.
you've done it. Yeah, you did it like the
You
way
did
it's
it.
supposed to be done.
This
I
is a-
guess that makes sense.
This is a proper recording.
Sorry, I derailed what you were
No,
gonna
you're
say.
fine.
What were you gonna say?
So you
come
saw
on,
that I
tell me.
posted on my Instagram about the show
Yes,
on like Saturday night.
yes.
And so I posted it, and I was just hanging out with my friends, and I get like an Instagram message, and I was like, okay, it's probably just somebody asking. Like it was like I was thinking it's probably one of my friends asking about like the show,
Yeah.
and it was someone that like a really close friend of mine was friends with benefits, had like a friends with benefits thing with, that
Hmm.
I have like never had really a one-on-one conversation with ever.
Yeah.
And like you can tell I don't really know this person because the Instagram message says blank would like to send you a message. And I was like, damn. And so like I was like, all right. And so I went to my Instagram and I looked at it and it just said what time? Like how long does it last? Even though I said it in the post. It was like, how long does it last? And I was like,
she want to watch some proper comedy.
she wanted to watch some proper comedy. And so I was like, you know what?
So she said, "I'm gonna hit him up."
Yeah, and so I was like, you know what?
Interesting.
Even though you're kind of crazy, I'll take your money. And so like I told her,
Did
I
they
was
pay you for doing that?
like, some do.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
Um,
proper, right? I think you should pay people for taking time out of their day
Right.
to stand in front of people.
And so so I was like, you know what? That's one more butt in a seat. And so I was like, it lasts till 9:30. And she was like,
But
oh,
in
okay.
a seat. Sounds like a rock band.
Butt in the seat is my favorite opener for Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yeah, that was the preferred for the live performance in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad
What's
they did.
crazy though is that they didn't tour with them long. Like it was only that first one. And then Bombs Over Baghdad kind of like
It was actually only for the Detroit show.
Tour?
Yeah,
It was only for the Detroit show.
Mhm.
Who opened for the rest of the show? Proper rock.
proper rock, and then it was Bombs Over Baghdad.
And then it was Bombs Over Baghdad. but no, I was like, it show lasts till 9:30, and she was like, oh, okay. I've seen you post about it, and I'm really interested, so I might bring some friends and come see. And I was like, great, yeah, would love to see you guys out there. And
more butts in the seat.
More butts in the seat. Give me your money. So I get there. The show's about to start. People are coming in, and not a whole lot of people coming in. Like I said before, it was a light crowd. And then I see her, and I in the text she said, I'm gonna bring a friend, and so I was expecting like her and one other person. So I see her, and then up the stairs I see another girl behind her, and I when you like think you recognize somebody, but you can't place it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this second girl looks like, and then a third girl walks in, and I don't know who she is, and then another girl walks in,
and you have to do comedy in front of them.
Yeah, exactly. And then another girl walks in, and I recognize her and her husband, and the last girl was that same close friend that I was talking about. That was his like longtime ex-girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was
this sounds like an episode of Frasier. I don't know.
It sounds like an episode of
Frasier. I can't think of it.
Dude, and I was like, and then it clicked with me. I was like, oh, so then that second girl that I recognized is her sister.
Yeah.
Who like I tried to like have a thing with sophomore year. And I was
man.
like, why are y'all here?
Somebody make a family tree diagram with all that information. That sounds like my own grandpa, that one
Exactly.
song.
Dude, I was like, why are y'all here? Like, they seemed like the last people. Is that Eric?
It's George Zimmerman.
Yeah. I was like, what?
But anyways.
But I was just like, and they were the only people that had come to like see me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why are y'all? I was like, why this crowd?
You must not know about me.
And they made up half of the audience. And so I was like, and like they were just like
more butts in the seat, bro.
In the seats, and so they were kind of like weird about it. I was like, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah. Did they laugh?
They did laugh. They enjoyed the show. But then I told my friend about it. I was like, dude, you won't believe who was at
supported
the show.
Me.
Yeah.
The most support I've ever received.
And so I told him, and he was like, do you want to know why they probably did that? Why they probably went?
Why?
Apparently she had texted Colton, my friend, and like they were and like asked about the show, and he was like, yeah, I go to all of them. Like I go to as many as I can.
So they didn't really want to support you. They wanted to see them.
She just wanted to stir something up and bring like his ex and her husband just to the show, and I was like, wow. But
that was a Knives Out.
Oh yeah,
that was a whole Knives Out story.
But what's so much better is that they just had to sit through a comedy show.
Yeah, and they had to listen to your stink butt.
Your stink. You're gross. You bad.
How much was the how were the other ones though? The other
comics were good. The audience just wasn't giving them anything. Like the audience was laughing, but they were just like not super participatory.
All right, I think it's about time we stop.
It was fun.
Ignoring
the elephant in the room.
The jack in the room.
The jack in the room.
Yeah. Now I gotta pass over the mic.
Do you want to lean over here? My arm's open.
This relative sack of meat sitting on the right side of the couch.
Juan, why don't you come over here? Why don't you come
Don't
over here
pull the thing out
and
unless
nestle
you
in?
plan to bang.
All right. Nestled in.
He's comfy.
Nestled safely in your couches together. Why do I have the bigger mic?
Because it's the more comfortable one. It's stationary. We should be uncomfortable, not the guests.
Okay. Thank you, friend.
I'll talk with the big boys.
And another big boy has entered the ring.
A new big boy challenger.
Give us your damn hot take, baby. I'm sick of you.
Jack enough RP.
You like my question?
Jack, quit stroking. Get to the good stuff.
Yeah, let's get to why you're here.
Do you like me or do you like my questions?
You don't want me to answer that.
In the comments, do you like Jack or do you just like his questions? Have you stayed this long to listen?
Let me know.
I hope.
Please let me know.
Fast. We're almost done.
Probably. I don't know. I've just been talking.
So you guys are now government workers, if you didn't know.
Okay, but what under what sanction?
You're CIA.
Not Home Depot.
something like
Not
that.
Stuber.
While in the government, you discover that the president is committing extortion and other serious crimes. Would you believe it? Or like,
who's telling? What the hell? What kind of gossip bullshit question? What if the president was doing naughty stuff?
By exposing the situation, you might bring about
the president.
You might bring about the president's downfall, but your career would be destroyed because you would be framed, fired, and publicly humiliated on other matters, probably on Twitter or something.
So it's like a chance to bring down the
Yep.
big honcho bosso.
Bring down the regime.
Knowing you would be vindicated 5 years later, would you blow the whistle? What if you knew you would never be vindicated?
So, okay, I'm gonna answer the first one, and then we can answer the second one.
Yeah,
But
sure.
let's go with layers. The first one was knowing I was vindicated, but I would get tarnished and everything,
Tarred and feathered.
tarred and feathered, tarnished, and publicly humiliated. I feel like when I get vindicated, whenever that is, I'll be okay.
If I'm exposing
Yeah?
him, why am I getting vindicated? I should be saving the day.
Because you did save the day, but people didn't know it yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
they'll tell them later that he was corrupt.
Oh, so it's like, would you rather save the world but nobody know it?
But then people are
But
going to
then
know
they
it.
know it.
Yeah.
You save the nation.
But then they know
But would you go
So
through
stay tuned to
that
this station.
little piece of time of where people would just crap on you and they look
See,
like,
this is a lot better than the 15 years of extraordinary happiness.
Is it?
Is
yeah,
it?
right? I think everything.
I
has
think you
its-
guys should answer that question, really.
What question? I thought you already
The-
asked that.
no.
question.
Juan, do you want to read what's on the Wii U right now?
No, neither of us do. Nobody in this room does.
No, from before we just ended the episode before we actually answered if we would
Well, then
accept this
answer-
15
answer
years
it
of
again.
happiness.
Answer it
Well,
again
then
at
it
the end of
looks
the
like-
episode, and then
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, then it looks like we're ending this episode early.
Well, go ahead. Ask whatever you want to ask. I mean, or would
The
you do
government
it?
secrets.
Yeah. Would you? Okay, but would you? The
I don't
the
know.
the president does end up going down, but you also are still tarnished somehow. That's the second right? The second version of the.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
he's just extorting.
doing
Okay.
bad guy
He's
stuff.
just doing president stuff, you know.
Well, I can live with extortion.
you would stay silent?
I mean, what else is he doing? Is he doing anything else other than extortion? Like, is he doing anything bad, or like horrible,
It says and other serious crimes, so
serious crimes?
Other ...
yeah.
I guess I have.
So you could
to if
fill
it's
in the
other
fill in the
serious
blanks
crimes.
there. What's something you think the president's getting up to?
Oh, for sure, like cockfighting.
Cockfighting.
Yeah, just because it's like the right amount of illegal to where if
Yeah.
it's caught, it's like, oh well, wasn't killing
The cocks of the
people,
White House.
wasn't-
If you don't think,
I gave him the stationary mic
yeah,
to say that. I should have kept it.
if you don't think,
If you don't
president-
think, share this image.
if, if you don't think the president has a
Put up
like,
an image, Jack.
5-star winning cock, that
5-star
came out
winning
wrong.
cock?
That came out wrong. I didn't think about it.
Wait, okay.
5-star like chicken.
Rooster, yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
rooster.
Yeah, there, yeah, male. I know what you mean. Though.
You
I
know
saw
what
your
I-
train of thought. You're
yeah.
like, what are they called?
What are they called?
Yeah, rooster.
You're
Well,
ignorant.
now you have a soundbite of Nate saying
I'm
that.
just saying, you know
you
the
don't have it of
president.
me saying it.
you
Yeah.
know-
You can say it again because you already said it.
You know the president has a 5-star winning cock.
So
And you're not gonna tell
and
anybody.
you're not gonna tell any. Will you be
And I-
That's the
vindicated?
secret.
I'll be vindicated for saying that. And that's why I'll be vindicated. That's why I'll be vindicated because they were like,
It's
"You
like
just talking
that-
about the president's dick."
Yeah, it's like that guy on the Aaron Hernandez documentary who was like,
Dude.
I'm the first gay guy that Aaron. He just wanted clout. He was just used because he even said in the thing, he was like, I am a small percentage of his sexual activity. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know why you're talking about it. It's
Yeah.
not.
Then I don't know why it matters.
Yeah.
Very small.
I'm a very minuscule part of the next question.
Aaron-
please.
I'm a very
Next
small
question,
man.
please.
I'm
Next question,
tiny.
please.
Well, I got a question from our viewers that was, "What's the best hotel?" Right?
I like
of
Best
like
Western.
La Quinta.
Are you a
Best Western
boy?
Premium. I've been into one and I was like, this is the best one. I haven't found one that was better so far. So,
I've been in a. I like the any of the Hiltons really,
I like Hilton.
or actually no, Marriott's are good too.
they give you DoubleTree gives you cookies.
DoubleTree will give you cookies. I'm staying in an Embassy Suites this weekend, and I've never
There's
stayed in an
There's
Embassy
little
Suites.
mints in the room. You come
In an
in. There's a,
embassy?
there's a little bowl.
Turn it up.
Which ones have the Bibles in them? All of them.
All of them.
All of them. You just gotta search a little bit.
Why they just have all of the? Why did they just have the Bibles in all of them? I want to know why. What that?
I don't know, God.
Some ordinance.
It's a Bible
passed.
and a phone book. Like a local phone book.
Do you have any more questions?
I do.
For us?
I do have more questions.
Do one more. We'll round it out on 3. Rule of 3 is always my favorite.
Yeah.
If you
Right.
went to a beach and it turned out to be a nude beach, would you stay and go swimming? Would you swim nude?
I like the second part. Would you stay and go swimming? And that's really vague. But then you put the nail in the coffin. You're like, would you swim nude? This isn't. You can't work around it.
Well, here's the thing.
So basically, you don't have to be nude on beaches.
No, you
If
don't.
I'm
You
going
can.
to a beach, I'm already nude.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
I have my 5-star winning cock out.
So basically, what you're trying to say is, do we have to get nude to swim? Like that's the rules at
No,
this one.
no, you don't. But
But you're
like
just around all the
while
nude
you're
people?
there, you might be like,
You might be catching
I
a
might
peep.
give this a try.
I don't think I would ever go to a nude beach.
But you
Really?
just did
Unless-
accidentally.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh well, then
yeah,
I would
like,
stay and swim in my trunks just because I'm like,
Okay.
I don't care if other people are nude, like they can do it. I won't look at them, but
You might see some thitties.
I remember one time when I was in Spain, I saw some old titties, and I was like,
And you never forgot.
and it was ingrained in my head, and that's why I'm like, I mean, the nude beach isn't always gonna be the best people, and you're just gonna be like, well, I just want to swim naked. What am I to do again? Why am I to go?
Is this a Sprite commercial? Oh, no, it's a Facebook commercial. Dude, It looks like a Sprite commercial.
Something feels weird about leaving myself that open in like salt water.
What do you mean?
You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
because like
I know what you mean.
saltiness is
What are you
getting
talking about?
getting in your bits.
Is it getting
You
in your
know?
bits, though?
Wait, what do you talk? Did you just change topics, or you
No,
just say
no.
something
I'm just
completely-
saying about nude beaches. Like if I would
Oh!
swim naked.
Isn't it
like-
weird though that like I mean when you wear trunks you're still in the netting, so you're still just as open, but
Yeah,
It makes
I just,
you
I just
feel
feel a
like-
little more protected.
right?
Yeah.
but you feel like when you have your bits out, like somebody's gonna grab on.
Okay, have you ever worn a swimsuit, like, as an everyday outfit?
No, I haven't, Nate.
Really?
Me neither.
Like, you just haven't worn, like, a swimsuit, like,
The,
as, like,
the,
your
the
shorts?
netting is like uncomfortable.
He's trying to explain it
I
because
want
he's
to.
done
I
it.
want
Because
to.
I'm wearing a swimsuit right now.
I want to put myself through that. I think. Just like I don't
Try
know.
it,
I'll just
dude.
wear sweatpants instead.
Wear a two-piece,
Wear a toupee,
wear a toupee, and come to the recording next week.
and then get exposed for your
And then
5-star
get
cock.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, like, LMFAO's cultural impact.
Man, and then the fact that nobody knew they were uncles and an uncle and a nephew.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. I can't imagine like first of all they're like so close to age. They seem like
They seem like brothers. Like, I believe
Right.
brothers before uncle and nephew.
Yeah.
right.
Middle school sucked, and LMFAO is like
That made it better though.
it kind of
I
made it
remember
better.
Party Rock Anthem was my anthem in middle school.
I really liked the song. Actually, like when I was younger, I really liked it, and
Oh,
it was
I-
a good song. And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna skip it when it comes on.
Like
I loved it.
I don't
And
know why I associate it so hardly with middle school dances.
Oh, that's because it always came on in middle school.
It's
dances,
it's
dude.
like
But
like
if this
3
song-
times during the night.
If this song came on now, I wouldn't skip it.
The 5 kids who can do the shuffle were like the star when
Yeah.
that song came on.
It's old enough now that it's really cool. Like
like really cool. Like it's super cool.
What was the other song they made?
Sorry for party rocking. I'm
Sorry
sexy and I know
for
it.
Party
That's what it was.
rocking.
And they had a few hits, yeah.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Bombs over Baghdad. They had.
Dude, who wasn't on that track? Tell me that. Who wasn't on Bombs Over Baghdad?
Eminem.
No, seriously, tell me. I mean, we could just go on with a huge list of people.
Mhm.
Not Tyler. I was gonna say Tyler Perry. CeeLo Green wasn't on there.
I forgot that Eminem came out of nowhere and started singing "Lose Yourself"
Dude,
When? In the
during the Oscars.
during the Oscars.
Oh.
You were like, why?
Yeah, I was like, where did they do this? I'm sure nobody was excited for.
I wish it would have been LMFAO.
If they came out and said in the club, party rock, looking for your girl, she on my jock.
Then I would have watched the Oscars.
Oh, dude,
We would have been like, oh my god.
you would have seen Tom Hanks in the front row just immediately on his feet.
Party rockers, dude, and all the people in there should be party rockers.
Next year, LMFAO is hosting the Oscars. They've gone hostless for a while.
And also
next year-
performing.
Yeah, also performing. Next year, it's Party Rock Anthem.
Do you have any more hot takes?
I do have another one.
Oh.
A close friend asks and genuinely wants your opinion about something.
I love these like the way to cut out the vagueness. They're like, you have to answer yes or no. I love that. It's so funny.
But your opinion is one that he is likely to find quite painful. For example, your friend is an artist and asks for an honest estimate of his chances of being successful. You think he is an atrocious artist who hasn't the slightest chance of success.
Damn.
What would you do?
Bro, art is subjective.
Yeah, I would say, hey, dude.
Beauty is the eye of the beholder.
I would say, hey, dude. You know, I'm not fit to judge what is good art and what's bad art. Art, it's just art, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
But like
that's bad.
But like this dude is like trying to like make a career out of it, and it's just like not really feasible,
I would honestly probably be like, you gotta get better, bro. If you wanna,
you gotta get in the lab.
Yeah, like you gotta work a little bit,
grind or something.
How long is this music video?
Oh yeah, LMFAO Party Rock has been playing. I forgot. It's as long as it needs to be. I feel like. I'm sexy and I know it was way too long because you just see him.
Like that dance.
Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus is in the. That's what I'm saying. It's just the cultural impact of the thing. They included everybody,
including
even the
Jesus.
Republicans. This is like Bernie's campaign. He has Jesus in there. Everybody. That should be Bernie's campaign.
Once
Every
again, I
day
am asking you to shuffle.
Once
again, I'm asking you to party rock.
Just like him like cut out and like on the street where they say that.
Be memeable, and you'll be. I feel like if anybody, Bernie's just as memeable as Trump has been. Like you can make the equal amounts of. And then Larry David has a secure job on SNL for the next 4 years.
Dude, he said that. He was like, somebody asked him, they were like, how will you feel like if Bernie Sanders becomes president? He was like, it'll be good for him, but bad for me. And I was like, dang, he will really have to do that every Saturday.
He'll be Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
My Saturdays are closed because I have to impersonate someone who kind of looks like me.
With the hands.
That's that's the friend that you're gonna have to tell your opinion on is Larry David.
Let's do a new podcast, The Two Bernies.
It's just both of us doing our Larry David Bernie impression.
Exactly, an
Yelling
impression
at each
of an
other.
impression. Yeah.
The Bernie Mac show.
Did you see the Hassan Minaj interview that he did?
Well, who's that? Who's Hassan Minaj?
Do you not know who Hassan Minaj is?
No.
He's a comedian who has a show on Netflix called Patriot Act, and it's really good. He does like Daily Show type exposés and stuff. But he interviewed Bernie Sanders, and he went, "All right, be honest with me. Are you running for president just so you'll have a place to live for the next 4 years?"
Oh.
And Bernie Sanders went, "How do you know that? How do you know that?
How do you know that?" Dude, with his little finger.
Yeah, with his little. How do you know that?
Yeah, I've seen
his open hand.
I've seen his stand up. I like
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I wish.
Dude, Bernie Sanders live at the Chicago Theater would kill.
It's a great night.
He's like,
should do that to get votes.
Yeah, yellow great audience. Yellow great audience.
He'll get the comedians' votes.
Oh, I'd love it. If any of the candidates did like an hour set at any theater.
Tickets to my show is a right.
Tickets to my show are free, like student debt.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things he wants to do, huh? Just get. Imagine I pay off my student debt, then he gets.
And then he's like, "It's all paid for."
And I'm like, can I get a refund on the $5,000 I spent?
Can I get all of my money back?
We were just entranced with the "Sexy and I Know It" video. It got to the part where Red Foo is wiggling.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's Red Foo.
Yeah, we talked about Red Foo in the podcast, episode 7. Look,
it's the
did.
title. Yeah.
It's the thumbnail.
And like it's at that point where he's not even like trying to get a prop. I'm pretty sure there's just his junk in the Speedo, and it's just you have to watch it because you're like, wow, the confidence this guy has to just do that.
Let it out, dude. LMFAO, like basically, in a nutshell, LMFAO is the novelty beach T-shirt that you buy at like South Padre Island.
Yeah, and nobody hates you for having it or hearing it because it's just like everybody had to have it.
He's the Ron John Surf Shop shirt.
It is, yeah, exactly.
It's shop.
Ron John Surf Shop.
Dude, you need to go to bed, dude. And then this guy, and then, dude, I
just junk.
Imagine the creative process behind the "Sexy and I Know It" video. We're all in Speedos,
and then we just shake.
And then we shake.
And then we shake that.
No matter what we look like, no matter what, it's pretty inclusive.
It is super.
How many people do you think watched this and were like, "Well, I'm gay now"?
This was a lot of people don't know about it.
At least one, I know that.
What a lot of people don't know. Well, I'm gonna move my arm, bro.
Oh man.
What a lot of people don't know is that this is actually an outtake from the Teen Beach movie, the Disney Channel original movie, Teen Beach movie.
Dude, that movie was so. Was this supposed to be a joke of itself?
I hope so.
I did not understand because it at moments it was pretending to be a ripoff of every Teen Beach, even with the name.
Yeah.
And then it just ended up being. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what Teen Beach movie is.
I really don't. And everybody's taking off their pants now, and I'm getting kind of worried.
Yo!
That's Fez from.
Was that really?
Yes, that's Fez from that '70s show. I forgot he was in this.
Bro, Daft Punk is getting
Dude,
head.
he just did a Thriller reference. How did I never? There's.
I never noticed.
I love being older. I've never. They were signed to Interscope.
Straight up.
No wonder they're so. Oh my god, that was the funniest way they could. That
was straight up a Thriller reference.
I think I remember going oh even. Oh my god.
Subscribe to Small Talk Vivo.
Just describe.
Vivo
All right.
certified.
Guys, we gotta end it off LMFAO.
I'm Juan,
I'm Nate, as always.
I'm Jack.
and that's been Small Talk episode 36.